Hello and welcome to my new channel, the World Boxing Hub. We'll be talking about all the previews, all the reviews, all the latest news on all the world of boxing. So if you want to keep up to date with the new stories, or any previews or any predictions, like and subscribe my channel. As things progress, I'll get more videos out, getting more detailed as I go along. But at the minute, I'm just starting out. I'm just figuring out how I want to go it. But on this episode, we'll be talking about the undercard and main event of the Wilder Ortiz fight. For these three fights that we'll be looking at today, and let's just get started. First of all, we'll be talking about the vacant WBA Super Featherweight Championship that is up for grabs today. It's Leo Santa Cruz versus Miguel Flores, both fighting for this belt. Leo Santa Cruz has got a chance to be the four-time weight champion. A great opportunity for him. And Miguel Flores, a great opportunity for this guy to really come up out of nowhere, really, and really show what he's made of. Looking at his record, he hasn't got any really big names on there, not really done any big events either in front of the TV, especially on a Wilder undercard. So hopefully he'll be able to come out and give it some. Leo Santa Cruz, we all know what he's about. He's fought 38 times. He's had 36 victories, 19 knockouts, 1 draw and 1 loss against Carl Frampton. And if you ever get a spare, hour or something like that, watch both of them fights against Carl Frampton. Absolutely cracking fight between them both. But yeah, he's a high quality fighter. I think he's a 5-star fighter. Fantastic. He's one of them fighters that when you see him on a card, you're gonna either watch the card or you're gonna research it the day after. He's a really top guy. He's Mexican. He's 31 years old. He's still got loads in the tank. But again, he's come up front the weight. They'll be fighting for this championship, which is the Super WBA Championship that were vacated by Deontay Davis, who's moved up in weight because he wants to be fighting Lomachenko. That's who he's trying to aim for. When you look on the website, though, I find it a bit peculiar, really. If you look on the Super Featherweight crowns, you've got your world champion, which is Andrew Cancio, and then you've got the gold champion, which is Joseph Diaz, but there's no super. So I find that a bit strange, to be honest with you, that it's not on the website. You've got all the championships, like the super lightweight, that's on there, super world, interim, gold, but that one's not on there, so I don't know about that one, whether they don't recognise it, whether they do recognise it, I don't know. But to be a four-weight world champion, you must be recognised at one point. So yeah, for this fight, I think Leo Santa Cruz is going to be walking it, really. I don't think Miguel Flores is going to bring anything to the table that he's got real problems with. His knockout ratio, he's 50-50 really, but he's been knocked out 2 times. Against Chris Avalos is he? Who actually, looking at his record now, Leo Santa Cruz beat him in 2017 by KO. Yeah, in the 8th round. So I think a similar result is going to be on the cards here. So yeah, I think it's going to be a stoppage and a victory for Leo Santa Cruz. So the next one we're going to be looking at is the WBA Super Bantamweight Championship. Brandon Figueroa versus Julio Sejar. It's going to be a cracking fight, this one. I've been looking at it for the last couple of hours, looking at previous fights, looking at this, trying to find something different that nobody else has seen. But I really, really like this fight. I really do. I think Brandon Figueroa is obviously is going to be the main guy because he's fighting on the main. He's fighting for the guys on the card. I couldn't get my words out then. He's fought some top quality guys. Interim World Boxing Association, WBA, Super Bantam, and I think this is going to be Yeah, it is. It's going to be for the main World Boxing Championship. So, yeah, it's going to be an absolute barnstormer. Julio Cesar, if you want to look on YouTube for a good fight about him, his last fight, he fought Rigondeaux, and it was a TKO victory for Rigondeaux. He beat him in the 8th round. Now, I've looked on YouTube, and there's a very good highlight video on this. They were both in the ring, head to head, and they've both got the shields up. They're both hitting each other. Fantastic fighting. Especially Rigondeaux being a southpaw. But they were both hitting each other. But Cesar wobbled Rigondeaux. And Rigondeaux's got a great chin. So that's into consideration. But I can't see Figueroa being that kind of boxer where he's going to come in first and he's not worried about his power. So I think this is going to go for 12 rounds. I can't see it being a knockout, if I'm honest with you. It could do. He could even throw it out the bag, that Cesar, because he has fought 36 times. He's won 32 of those, 28 of those by knockout, and then he's lost 4 times. Now, the 4 times he has fought, Hugo Ruiz, Franklin Mazzilla, is it? That was for a championship as well. He's fought for quite a lot of championships. But if you look on the record as well, he lost against Jamie McDonald in Doncaster. I say Donny if you're not from around here. But so he's a good boxer, Jamie McDonald, isn't he? Very busy. Yeah, so it's going to be a good fight, this. I can see Figueroa winning this comfortably in probably unanimous decision. I can't see Cesar beating him, if I'm honest. Figueroa, he's had quite a few KOs, but with him being a Mexican, he's got a good chin, and Rigondeaux struggled to get him out. I think it's going to go 12 rounds, and I think Figueroa is going to win on points. And we come to the main event, the WBA, I keep saying WBA, WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, King Kong. And when this was announced originally, I'm going to have to admit, I was surprised. I wasn't expecting it. And I wasn't, in essence, I didn't believe it. Nothing was released until the very last minute, which I found really poor advertisement, really. And I can see Luis Ortiz doing what he should have done in the first fight. Deontay Wilder struggles against southpaws. I think any boxer does if they're orthodox. But he struggled against Spilker, who obviously it was a devastating knockout. He went to hospital and he was very lucky, really, to come around from that bad knockout. He knocked him out in the 9th round and he knocked out Ortiz in the 10th. So that may say a lot about it, but he's fought Ortiz before. And he's had 2 fights since then. He's fought Tyson Fury and he also fought Dominic Brazil. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be as easy as he's wanting it to be. I think Luis Ortiz, as we can all see on the photos, has gone away. He's looked at his fitness. He looks absolutely incredible. He looks more 40 than 70. It's a standard joke, that, but yeah. I mean, he's just fought Christian Hammer in his last bout. He beat him in 10. That was in March. So, yeah, I can see Ortiz being real trouble here, and I think there's going to be a shock. I really, really do. I think Wilder is going to be beaten by Ortiz. I think he's going to be knocked out. Whether anybody agrees with me, thinks I'm a bit cloud cuckoo land, I don't know, but that's my opinion. And there you go. There's your 3 fights. So just to recap, Leo Santa Cruz will win by stoppage within 10 rounds. Brendan Figueroa will be winning on points. And I think Luis Ortiz will be beating Deontay Wilder for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Talk about throwing a grenade in there. Well, thank you very much for listening. And yep, if you want to like and subscribe, hopefully we'll be getting some more videos coming out soon on news, previews and reviews. Bye-bye for now.